Okay, we're live. What is up, everybody? Hi, Chanel.
Hey, Chanel. Hey, Sky.
Hold on, unmute. Okay, I think we can hear you now. Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, cool.
All right.
Yay!
I was going to try to make it.
I'm super excited.
I figure I'll hang out with you for a little bit. I got some other stuff going on, so at least I got.
You're good. Thank you.
So
okay, so how's everybody doing? Doing good. I know you're ghost hunting, right, Chanel?
Yes.
Are you having good progress with that?
REM pods, everything's pretty much gone off at some point and several times. So.
Oh, yay! Okay, so this whole podcast is going to mainly be us like discussing our past investigations together, like Shabby Owl, me and Leah, ISS, Geyer Opera House, and anything else that we can actually think of talking about, because it's just a sporadic like live. So I don't care what we talk about. Let me see if I have anything on here. Okay, let's do ISS first, Leah.
All right.
How did you like the experience of investigating with me and the group?
I actually had a lot of fun. That was definitely by far the largest place that I've been. So just the sheer size of it was pretty intimidating, but it was interesting to say the least. I mean, between the bats and all the spookies, it was great.
Yeah, the bats that chased us down the whole entire property.
I am surprised that no one slipped and fell and busted their heads open. Like,
I don't think I've ever ran that fast in my life. Not down the stairs. I don't even remember going down the stairs. So
we made it though.
All three of us. We had an older lady with us as well, and I'm surprised that nobody made a tumble.
No.
But like when we were running away from those bats, did you notice all the sounds that were happening behind us?
I actually I did, which made it even more scary. It was intense. It was intense. I would have to say though, I was definitely more impressed with the activity that we got during the day. That experience we had in the morning when it was just you and I that went over there, it's giving me goosebumps, like even thinking about it and talking about it right now. That was wild for sure.
So for yourself, like what all did you hear? Like explain it for your own self.
Well, there was a lot of knocking, and it was definitely like intelligent knocking, like when you and I were talking to it and asking for responses. Like I feel like it was pretty interactive, and it was pretty accurate as far as like the questions that we were asking went. I also experienced like a lot of buzzing, like
yes.
I know that at one point in time we saw bees, so I'm assuming that it was just, bees all over the place, but that within itself, just like hearing the audible buzzing of insects constantly, that freaked me out a little bit.
But with like the buzzing and everything, like we never found where that sound was coming from. Remember, we were looking up through the holes in the roof and the holes in the walls, and it literally sounded like it was an inch from our ear.
Yeah, like it would sound like it would like buzz you, but you could, I mean, it was daytime and you just couldn't see it. It was weird.
So I know we experienced. What'd you say?
With you. I said I'm with you.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Do what you gotta do. You're all good, girl. With the knocker and everything, we did also experience a mimic. Do you remember that part?
Yeah,
that was
I do.
The most terrifying thing that I have ever like experienced as an investigator, because I thought that was a friend on the other side of the corner.
Yeah.
And
wild. I've never experienced anything like that. I mean, like, I'm also very new to actually like going out and investigating and everything. But that was a first for me. And it's just one of those things that just kind of makes like your chest like seize up, like, oh, like, did that just that just happened? It was
Exactly.
weird.
Yes, because like we were expecting, him to be on that other side of the wall right there, and we walk in and absolutely nothing in the room, completely
Not.
dead silent.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was something else. That was weird.
that was like, I don't know. I enjoy that place so much, but like it's just falling apart, and I don't want to be like unsafe or anything and like fall through the floor at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then Adams Hall. We experienced a lot in that building. I think it was the 4th floor that we were on where we experienced all the stomping and the growling.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, Shona?
On the 4th floor, did you hear the kids?
No.
No.
It was a grown man, and he was chasing us throughout the building, like stomping.
Yeah.
Okay. I experienced him when I was there too. But like 3 kids, I swore I was hearing them play Ring Around the Rosie every time we went up there.
That
Were there?
would have freaked me out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, when it was a tuberculosis hospital, it started out with I think they said 50 to 60 kids.
Wow.
Oh, my heart. I didn't even know that.
Yep.
Well, thanks for telling me that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I got too close to you. We're back.
So we were on the 4th floor, and there was a lot of stomping, a lot of growling.
Lots of
Dawn
crap.
didn't experience as much as we did, which was a little surprising because she was with us.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because she has a lot of boundaries up and she doesn't pay attention to like the world around her in that way. I mean, I'm not very sure if you are a sensitive as well.
I mean, I would say that I'm pretty sensitive to experiencing things. I am pretty skeptical of some things that I've encountered. But like the stuff at that hospital, like that, it was a different experience, especially like during the day. I'm assuming it's probably just because, everybody's awake during the day. So
Yeah.
that would probably be why, we got more activity during the day than we did at night.
I would always figure it was like operating hours. So yeah, like everybody, all the nurses are up, all the doctors are up.
Yeah.
That place was interesting for sure.
I want back. I go back to ISS so bad, but I will be there in August. I forgot.
Yeah, for the event, right? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I will definitely try to make myself go up there. We'll see if I can get a ride or if I can afford to get up there.
We're leaving Friday, and Ben and I are getting a hotel room.
Oh, there you go. I'm only an hour and a half away from there, so it's not too bad.
Can you believe I'm going to get Ben to go?
You're going to scare him, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be so frightened. I'm surprised he wants to go to the festival.
We're showing.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mom, no. He's interested in anything in the mountains. He's all about.
See, I didn't think he'd be all about that. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yay, my friend's going.
Surprise me.
I know. Okay, what other place? A Shabby Owl. Shabby Owl. We all 3 investigated it there together at one point in time. Leah, you first, since you've only been once. Will you share your experiences or how you felt in that building?
Walking into the shop, it kind of like, it doesn't really give off any type of creepy, spooky vibes. Upstairs though, we didn't get a lot of activity the night that we were there together. But
off, Leah.
I remember upstairs though, that's when I started getting like insanely cold. I've never ever been chilled like that before. Honestly, it took me almost a week after to get warmed back up. When we went down into the basement, though, that's when stuff started getting real. That was spooky. That was extra spooky in there.
It's always the attic or the third floor, I'm sorry, and the basement. Like, no matter what it is, it's never the antique shop. It is always. Yeah. The basement, I've been down there a couple of times, and I always feel like I'm being touched and flirted with. That kind of thing, like a nasty kind of feeling, like something nasty happened down there.
I just remember the sensation of something like coming up on us really, really fast. Like it was trying to intimidate us.
Yes.
Like it was just spooky. It was so spooky. But yeah, that sensation, like that being chilled to my bone, like that took me forever to warm back up from. Like it was at least a week.
Yes.
I've never experienced anything like that. Honestly, I don't know. I'm okay if I never experience anything like that again. It was wild. That was wild. It was new.
It's definitely, that building is definitely a whole different vibe compared to other investigation or other places I've investigated, because like the pure energy of that building, and I guess I don't know if it's because it's never been investigated before I got a hold of it, but the energy and the amount of activity that happens in that building is insane. It was like insane.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, just hearing from some of the other stories of when you guys have went and investigated the place, like it's wild. Like animatronics going off, like that's spooky.
And the thing is that clown doesn't even work anymore.
Nope.
Completely shut down. All it does is stutter.
Oh
like
my God.
It's been censored so much that it's just completely just shuttered. It doesn't.
Okay, that's even scarier. Like it's stuttering? What? No thanks.
Yes. It's not even working anymore, and it's sad.
And I wanted to hear it go off. I really I'm going in there going, okay, clown, let's do this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Bonnie. Here we go. So I recently just had the pit crew. They were actually one of my first private investigations at the Shabby Owl. What they experienced, I mean, I wouldn't really know because I didn't ask them personally how they enjoyed the investigation and what they caught and all of that. I'm just hoping that the spirits showed out, which they did. They lit up the entire floor with rim lights. They talked constantly. They were following me around constantly. It was, no matter what it was, they were lighting it up.
No, but I will say this. I did witness one of the times you went downstairs and left everybody upstairs. You taking the girls. The floor did die. Nothing happened. And then you hear Sky start coming up the stairs and action picked up.
Yeah.
I witnessed that myself once.
I think that is so strange because like I don't know, I feel a connection to the place. Like it's my second home and I don't know why. And now that you guys have like put 2 and 2 together for me, it's just like I have an attachment and she's one of my closest friends now. And and she doesn't let me leave. And when I do, she follows me all along the floors of the building.
She didn't want you to leave that night at all.
She did not want me to go.
We had a difficult time leaving.
Yeah, the lady laughing and the lady humming like right next to us. I mean,
that was one of those things that I was saying, okay, maybe I'm just hearing it. And Brad verified it for me. He's like, did you just hum? Nope.
I heard it in the back. I was like, Brad, did you hear that? Did she hum up there? Is she laughing? He's like, no. Did you hear that, Chanel?
Dang.
It was verified. All 3 of us, and we're all like, wait a minute. I heard it behind me. You guys heard it in front of yourselves. And I'm going, okay, so it's had to be between Brad and I.
Yes, and to think that we were close to the area that she was humming from just like creeped me out just a little bit more. I was just like, she's standing right next to us.
It was the big pig.
Randy has a big pig that she purchased and she puts on the show floor, and it's humongous. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what it is, but it's giant. Okay, Chanel, since we have a lot of stories about Shabby Owl, how about you share your experience?
My experience is I want to go back down to that basement.
Oh yeah. Not for the reasons I'm thinking.
No, not
I'm
for the
just kidding.
you're thinking. You're thinking
Oh,
down there and get groped and everything else. No.
called out.
Yes. I mean, I was there that night that Leah and we all felt it. We all got rushed up that night from that back corner. But, you know, we were starting to feel that way from the far corner when we all went and investigated to look what was going on back there.
Mm-hmm.
None of us liked the feel of it.
No.
That's when we got serious. And the groping stopped too.
You remember the eyes in the back of the room? Like that was a little creepy.
Yeah. I swear, where you guys was standing and right behind what I thought was just a flat shelf straight through, I watched somebody wave at me, like totally. And I told you guys, like, and we turned the lights, and it was like, there's nobody.
Mm-hmm. Nobody can fit right there, anyways.
No.
Like the third floor, we were talking about everything lighting up and such. Okay, that was weird. My thing just clicked and turned off. I'm sorry.
So, yeah.
All right.
Thing is, I could spend an hour alone by myself down there. That's what
Girl, not me. Mm-mm.
But you know, if it says no, I want to go.
I'm just like, okay, I'm out. Bye.
That's my investigation style, though. You tell me no, and I'm okay. Tell me no again. Let's go.
No.
Don't tell me no, because I'll put my. But yeah, it's just that upstairs, there's the energy just switches. I mean, being there at different times, it didn't feel the same from when I was in there in the spring until when I was in there just 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what I felt. I mean, I felt energy in the store, but I pick up on things. She does have what I felt like in the store, might have a few attachments to it, but it's more of they're different items than what was in there before. You know, and I walked around and I felt it, and, you know, it's nothing bad, and it's not like an actual something that we can communicate with. It's just an energy left behind of some of the items. And then Brad takes the voodoo doll home.
Oh yeah, I had to drive home with that thing.
But yeah, I'll have to say I'm more curious to get in more information about that closet.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could post the photo on here for everybody to see.
The information that, I mean, just us being in there, there's the two of us when we're in there using the dowel rods and stuff.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, the energy just shifts and everything.
I thought it was strange how, like, everything stops when I leave the room. Like,
well, I mean, it knows when you, like, leave the building. And it knows when you were in the building. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, upstairs and down. But yeah, it's definitely an energy that has connected with you. I've been investigating for 20 years, and that place is like no other place I've ever been.
Like, I don't know. Like, there's times where I'm so excited to be there, and then there's other times where I'm just so terrified to walk up those stairs because it's just shifted so much within, like, right before we left. Mm-hmm. We tried going right back up there to make sure, you know, pit crew got all of their equipment, that we got all of our equipment. Yeah. As soon as we opened that door, it was just so different.
Total feel. It was like nothing that, I mean, you open that door and it was just like, nope. It was like a whole block of saying, all I can feel is like there was a brick wall on the other side of that door. And if we went up there, it wouldn't have been anything good.
That's why I can never fully sleep at that location. because anytime around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., where we want to camp out and stay there so I don't have to drive home, we try to sleep upstairs. Now, if we were to left all of our stuff up there, our beds, everything up there, and we were completely blocked out, I wouldn't know what to do. You know?
You would have said, okay, we're going home and we'll come back. Because that's what I would. Nothing tells me no, but that night I'm going, I think I'm okay. We all were like, okay, we're ready to go.
Sleep in the car. I don't know. It was strange, I can tell you that. I'm trying to share the picture of the little girl, but it's not letting me share it.
Well, I hate
the house,
but my battery is at 6%.
You're good, girl. You can go. You're fine, girl.
I'm gonna get back to my investigation. You ladies have a good night, and thank you for letting me join.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay. Hi, Ron. What's up? So let me see if I can share this picture. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a minute. Video. It's not letting me do anything.
Are you talking about the picture that was taken of the closet?
Yes, where the little girl is standing.
Yes.
I don't know why it's not letting me show this, but I think I can just share my screen and just have everybody look at it really quick. Let's do it like this. I'm still learning this whole sharing StreamYard stuff.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Oh, thanks, man. All right, let's go to the picture. Let me find it, just so everybody can get a feel of what it looks like. Share window. Okay, here we go. So this girl literally sits around and watches me and waits for me and talks to me. She sets all of my equipment off. I mean, I don't even know her name.
Yeah.
One of the videos that we got from Shabby Owl, we heard a little girl whisper Evelyn, but she's never like agreed to that being her name. So I wonder if I can get that video up. Do I have it? I have a few videos I want to share. This was like the first couple of nights that we were there.
And the orange one. Thank you. Oh my god.
Let me go ahead and rewind that. So our first object that we used to use was balloons because the spirit just completely like bonded to those like right away.
The balloons for us, please.
So the pink balloon, they loved all the time. So just watch that pink balloon there. We're coming to Shabby Owl next weekend. Yay, Michelle! Yay!
Thank you.
Like, look at that.
Thank you so much. And
you see those lights? Those lights lit up quick.
Yeah.
I was so surprised. I was so surprised by all that, to the point to where I got so obsessed with the place that I came like twice a month.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, honestly, like it's definitely an interesting place. I mean, like with me being new to the field and everything, like I don't have a lot of experiences to compare it to, but I mean, just the cold feeling that I got from there. I mean, I've never experienced anything quite like that.
yes.
I mean, I wonder too, like if the vibe changes like with the time of year, like depending on like what that building had going on inside of it. You know, like do you think maybe that could be a reason why like some areas are more active than others, like throughout the different time of the year?
I always was told that the cold messes with the paranormal world for some reason. By my experience, though, I've never felt a shift. So I'm
Okay.
not really sure if it's like the people that I'm with that are like pushing the spirits away because they got the boundaries and such. Or I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know how to answer that. But I
Yeah.
never have a shift in the activity that I have.
I mean, it definitely seems like something there likes you, though. Like, for sure.
Yeah. Like this right here. This was an insane night right here. This was the first night that I investigated there. That REM pod went off constantly.
Wow.
Hi, Dan.
In this,
Do you like
in
the
the,
way it sounds?
That's the antique. Yeah, that's the antique shop right there. Right in front of the cash register. Super excited. It seems to be a lot of activity going on. I hope it's so active for you guys. I swear. Like, this place is beautiful. You go upstairs, you can never imagine that it's that big.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you make it stop, please?
Sorry if this is loud to anybody.
Make it stop, please. You can do it. You just have to stop touching it.
Let me turn it down a little bit.
Are you playing with it?
See, like,
So much fun.
it wouldn't leave it alone.
as many times as you've been here, like, I don't think you've ever reported back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
That's pretty impressive.
Like, it was insane. Like, see, I even put it somewhere else. And it just constantly went off. Like, here, I don't think it ever went off in this doorway.
Is that
That's to the workshop.
oh, okay, okay.
And then let's see. Oh, you want to see the TikTok where Brad ran down the stairs?
First?
Oh my god. Hold on a second. This was us leaving an investigation. It got so active that we just had to get out. And you never hear that from investigators, but we were just being messed with constantly.
Oof.
It is dark.
Oh,
It is a dark city, as you know.
No, it did not. Oh my god. It did not.
They ran down them steps so fast. Oh my god.
dang.
Like,
That's
they
great.
ran.
That's great.
The thing is, though, he had all my equipment in his hand. So, like, if he he had everything in his hand. I know. And it was picking. Nice to meet you, Michelle. Okay. It was like, I think it's grown an attachment on Brad as well because, you know, he's there with me constantly.
Yeah.
I remember when we had our public investigation there, we had the Ghoul girls with us, and we were talking to the clown because that was motion censored constantly. We asked if it wanted us to leave. We said, "Can you laugh through the clown for us?" It let out the most bloodiest, like, laugh I have ever heard, and we all flew down them stairs.
Yeah.
You never want to like experience an animatronic during an investigation because you're in the middle of a quiet place, and if something's motion sensed that, like, what did, who did,
right?
I mean,
That's
terrifying. On a
terrifying.
timer.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yes. Oh, let's see. I have like 2 more videos. Hold on. Okay, this is evidence right here. I can't remember what it is. I just paused it. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it up. I think this is bangs. Oh, did you hear that? Hold on.
Yes.
I need to turn it up. That's pure EVP right there. That is the clearest EVP I have ever gotten, or the owner has ever gotten. This is her 24/7 like cam up there.
Okay. Wow. That's impressive.
So like up here where I have it circled,
Mm-hmm.
let's see if you can see it. You see that? I don't know if your screen would be too small to look at it or not, but a figure appears right there. And then she says, Evelyn.
And this, I can see it like big. This is so
Yeah,
tiny,
it is. So I don't like.
but you can definitely hear that.
If she said Evelyn, and that was like the scariest thing I have. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but when I'm up there, I'm so sensitive and I'm easily scared, and I feel like I'm always like on the edge of my seat, no matter what.
See, we were there. It was just cold. It was
It was
cold.
really cold.
Nothing was going off. It was just like dead. But I mean, maybe it was building its energy to freak us out in the basement.
It did, didn't it? That was
That,
scary.
yeah, for sure.
We got right here. Do you guys try to talk in these rooms? As in talk in the rooms, what do you mean? Like go there personally and talk to the spirit? Okay, what was I doing? Okay, pushing play on this one. I gotta rewind it. This might be loud. I'm not sure. So there's that one. It's somebody coming up the stairs. Nobody's there. See, like, I don't know what's making that noise. I've looked at the furniture. I'm studying the image. I'm studying the cam footage, and
Yeah.
I don't see anything moving. When I go up there, I don't see anything open. So like I don't know what it would be, if it's stomping up and down the stairs, if it's dragging something.
I was gonna say it almost sounds like moving furniture. But I mean, like, clearly you can't see anything moving in the video, so like it's just some random audible noise. Like,
Yeah. And the thing is that during this video here, you can see a face pop out of that if you look at the table and you see that doorway behind it, that
mhm.
black frame that is in that doorway is where there is a face. Now,
Oh,
for
no.
like people that are watching this on like the PC or whatever, you can see it clearly here. But it's looking at the camera and its eyes are reflective.
Oh,
So for that to happen, their eyes have to be black because
right.
this is an IR camera.
Mm-hmm.
So that is another thing that freaks me out, because that little girl, she looks like a nightmare, and I don't
Yeah.
know how to approach that, you know?
So how many like different beings do you think are there?
I know there's a girl for sure, but I can't count how many men are in the building, because there is such a high number of spirits there that I can feel, that everybody can feel. We also
Yeah.
have a crawler, which
Oh,
crawls up the wall and
that-
likes to walk on the ceiling and stuff like that. We have seen it with our eyes. We've caught it on camera.
that's got to be something that was brought there by the activity that happened in that building.
Me and Chanel, we are doing our best to get like the information with the history and everything, but it's not
Yeah.
adding up, you know? Because like it was a religious building for the Knights
Right.
of Pythias. They were supposed to do good for their community. Why is there such a traumatic haunting going on to the point to where they need help? And
Right.
they're showing me that they were like traumatically killed. And, you know, that's, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I mean, just from the feeling of inside the building and stuff, there's definitely something that is negative. Like it's not necessarily a, you know, sunshine and butterflies there.
No, it's not. And I wouldn't call it a demon as well because, you know, demons are very rare. And
Yeah.
you have like a 1% chance of coming across one as it is. So it's like not even a thing. Um, I was just like, I don't want to encounter any of those things. No, thank you. But you know, you would think you'd know if it was something very demonic.
For
you know?
sure. Definitely there that wants to take your energy though. Like
For
it's
sure, yeah.
definitely draining.
I remember our first night there. It wasn't with you, it was with Brad and Brian. We were upstairs and I was sitting in those chairs and we were just being very quiet. It was like 1 a.m. And all of a sudden I had like this rush of sadness and scared rush over me. And I ran, got up, my eyes were pouring. I ran to the door and I felt like somebody was chasing me and trying to kill me.
Oh wow.
So I mean there's so many things that we don't know about this building and we're just trying to figure it out. And I'm trying to get new people in so that they can find more information out for me. There is
Right.
not a lot of history. I know a lot of people ask me, you know, like Dan here said, what kind of history is in this room? It was a Knights of Pythias lodge. That's the only history that happened in the upstairs. So with it being a very Christian based, religious based, you know, positivity based kind of group, you wouldn't expect this.
Yeah.
So there is not much I can say about it. Let's see if I have anything else. We're at 38 minutes. We'll give it until 45, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to get on my paranormal page real quick and look up some of the videos that I have. Oh, we are also trying to get a cryptid podcast set up, right?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be mainly like Mothman, but I mean, I'm going to do a little bit more research on the other stuff and other beings, and we'll see how that goes.
Sweet.
Let's see.
So when are you going back to the Shabby Owl?
I have it.
Aren't you?
Yeah, we have it June 24th. We have a private investigation. I think
Nice.
it's Trips Paranormal. Let's see. I also have a podcast that day. That's when I'll be with Chanel.
Nice.
Let's see if I can find any cool videos of Shabby. Like, this place just deserves a whole podcast on its own, you know?
I would agree. I definitely have enough content for it.
Heck yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like I said, like I don't think I've ever heard of you reporting back with a dead night there. Like there's always something going on there.
It's been ridiculous at that place. I absolutely enjoy it, but sometimes it's so draining to the point where I just want to walk out. you know?
Yeah. And I mean, I definitely feel you not being able to sleep there. There's no way I'd be able to sleep there.
I
Absolutely.
absolutely cannot.
I'd be terrified that it would suck the energy out of me and I wouldn't wake up.
I know, like Brad talks about how, have you guys ever investigated the basement at the Hannah house? No, I have not. I've never investigated there. Brad talks about how he wants to sleep upstairs and nothing will mess with him. But like at the end of the night, he's just like, nah, never mind.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it's a good thing we didn't leave anything up there. I was like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Have you investigated the basement of the Hannah house? No, I don't know really English is not my forte today. I don't know the history of the Hannah house. I've not looked it up, researched it, had no interest in it. We do have the paranormal event that's happening there. I forgot what date that was. What date is that, Leah?
It's in August.
In
Like May.
August?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so there's like a little, there's like a little paranormal meet and greet there going on in August. That's all I know about it. I went there and felt something weird on Halloween. Oh, that's interesting. Like, what kind of weirdness? Share it. I promise you, we've been through it all.
The Hannah house was actually the very first like official investigation that I went on, and didn't investigate the basement, but I did go up into the attic of the house, and it was overwhelming, to say the least.
Really?
Yeah, it was. You got a lot of like feeling of like swirling energy around you in the attic, like almost like children running around you is kind of what it
Interesting.
if you ever get the chance, I definitely would recommend checking it out.
For sure.
But like I said, I didn't get to investigate the basement. I've been in the basement of the Hannah house, and you just get the feeling of overwhelming sadness down there. Basically,
Oh,
the history is that the house was reportedly part of the Underground Railroad, and they had some slaves that they were hiding out in the basement, and someone had kicked over a lantern and basically set the basement on fire. Since they were, runaway slaves, they basically just buried them in the basement and walled up.
oh, that's where I heard that story from.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the. But yeah, the
That's
basement.
sad.
You can. I've smelled like burning down in the basement before, like something was on fire. That wasn't like official investigations. That's just like going through the tour and everything. And you get like a very overwhelming sense of sadness down there.
Oh no, that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Because I
but
felt something strange there. Yeah, I mean, sadness and trauma, everything like that. Murder, suicide, that stuff leaves an imprint on a place.
oh, for
Like,
sure, for
like
sure.
no matter what, and it's sad because as I'm sensitive and things like that at Shabby and at places like you're talking about there, I will walk in and I will start bawling my eyes out, and
Yeah.
people would just think I'm weird and say, why are you being emotional, don't do that, that's fake. I'm just like, because I like to cry for fun.
And
What?
we're girls, we do that.
I was just like, okay, sure, but
Yeah.
I really like what you guys are doing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. If you want to keep going on the podcast, it's fine with me.
I
It's up
mean,
to you.
we can cut it short. I mean, we can do it again.
Yay. Okay, everybody. So that is going to be our 45 minutes. We are going to plan another podcast. So if you guys are interested, this is Leah. I'm sorry, which side?
Oh.
This is Leah. She's a fellow investigator with me. She's just starting out and she's learning her ways. I am Sky. Yeah. I'm Sky, your host, Sky's Catacombs. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.